that. And that's so lame. I mean, you can go to Austria, to Switzerland, to the neighbor countries and buy this there, and here you get the police search your house, your apartment, if you sell it. I mean, come on, guys, that's so stupid. Yeah, it really happened. Oh, I missed something. Shit. I missed a scout fly? And I missed 7 orbs. Great. Because we're at the beginning again. But there are two, I don't know how can I say, there are two banning systems in Germany. The first banning system is the game gets banned. You can't sell it, but only to 18 plus people. You cannot advertise it on TV. You cannot advertise it on the stores. You have to sell it under the store shelf. And the second system is the more hardcore version of it. It's banned completely. You can own it, but if you buy it in Germany and you get seen, or if you sell it in Germany, you get fined, or at the worst case you get a house searching thing. These are the two banning systems in Germany. And I think Condemned is on the second banning system, where it's forbidden to sell it. Condemned is on that list too. I think Manhunt is on that list too. Okay, Manhunt. We don't need to talk about that game, to be honest. I mean, that's the game. I think there was problems with Manhunt in the US too, and in other states. And not only you have the bannings, every violent video game gets cutted, and is still 18 plus. That's the best thing. They get cutted, blood is cutted out, blah 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 blah. But they're still 18 plus with the cutted out stuff. Yeah, you can discuss over this topic, bannings and how you say Jugendschutz. I don't know how to say it. Child security system. Bad grammar. How do I get this? I don't have to destroy them. Youth protection. Yeah, youth protection. I mean, I think the only land where it's much more worse is Australia. But then comes Germany, and that's the reason why I always buy my games from England. I mean, you don't have any customs in the European Union. And the dollar, the euro is really strong. The dollar, the pound, I mean. The euro is a real strong currency. I mean, if I buy a game to say it to you, I think in US a new game costs $60, $50-$60, and if you buy a new game in Germany, you have to pay $110. It's 70 euros. That's $95. And if you import your games, you can really get really, yeah, you can really. I cannot talk, just wait a moment. You get your games really cheap. I mean, the last time I ordered something from eBay England, I bought, I think, 20 used PlayStation 2 games for, yeah, $80. And 20 used PlayStation 2 games for $80, I mean, that's a really good deal. Because the pound is so, the pound was really strong, the currency, but it's fallen so. I think €1 is 1.1 pounds, I think, or 1.09 pounds, and I think €1 is 1.8 blah 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 dollars, and yeah, just look at Yahoo Finance. And I don't find the missing thing. I mean, maybe a few of you wonder, why is he doing this bullshit again? Because I need... And like I said, I'm gonna import all my games, so I have a credit card. The shipping is a little bit longer, but I don't buy games in Germany anymore. Too expensive. It's always cut it. 90%. Ah! There it is. I mean, I say I don't buy games in Germany anymore. I mean, I have a game shop with a few friends, but we sell uncut versions too, from England and stuff. And there's another rule. We have the youth protection system. We have a youth protection system. We have the USK. The USK are the guys that say, hey, this game is 6+, this game is 12+, and stuff like that. And every game that gets programmed, that gets released in Germany, needs to have that plaquette. Can you say plaquette? That seal, that USK seal, with the age I need to go there, with the age restriction. And now comes the best thing. If a game has not a USK seal, the game is automatically age 18+. So, if you buy, that's for us, we sell imports, English games, US games from Austria and stuff. We can only sell them without a USK seal to 18+ people. It happened that a 9-year-old boy, now it comes, that a 9-year-old boy wanted to buy the English version of Mario Galaxy, but we couldn't sell it to him because it's breaking the law, because the game has not a USK seal. It's 18+. Then we said, hey, buy the German version. There are no differences in there. Oh, okay. That's the rule. If a game has not a USK seal, it's 18+. Doesn't matter which game. It could be Barbie, Rescue Barbie. If it's an import, it's 18+. You cannot. Yeah. The system is so fucked up. And there were many shops, small shops that got fucked up, needed to close the shop because the fines are really high for breaking this stupid rule. I mean, come on, it's a stupid rule. Everyone knows that when I buy a Mario game, that there is no blood and gore. But like I said, games without an USK seal, 18 plus. And games without an and the publishers, Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft, they don't release games without an USK seal. I mean, one of the best things was God of War. I think God of War was released 2005. Doesn't matter. God of War came 1 year later in Germany because the game hasn't got a USK seal at the beginning. The publishers have to pay the USK a certain amount of money that they check it, and the USK said to God of War, no, it's too hardcore, we don't give it a seal. 1 year later, Sony let it check again. They needed to pay the whole price again for the checking, and then they said, okay, now we're gonna let it through. The same thing, Dead Space. I think EA had to pay the EA had to pay the checking to get a USK seal 3 times. The USK denied the game a USK seal for 3 times. They checked it 3 times, and at the 4th time, it got an H18 plus seal for the uncensored version. And that's the thing. Why do they deny it 3 times, and at the 4th time they let get it through? That's not, you know what I mean. I think there was a little money in the play, like, hey, we will give you a few thousand euros if you let it through. The USK makes a fucking amount of money with the system. I think a publisher has to pay 50,000 euro, that's $80,000, to check a game. So now we go to this one. Why can't we use the ESRB ratings? Because, yeah, the German youth protection don't want it. What now? Where am I? Oh, the German, they don't want it. I don't know why. But the cutting stuff is not that worse anymore, like it was a few years ago. It's still worse, but yeah. And I mean, most of the people are importing the games. I mean, there are so many German game shops. I think there's so many German game shops that the imported versions are cheaper in price than the German versions. That's funny to see. Of course, I look at the prices of other game shops. I mean, you do it if you own a game shop yourself, and we do it too. Because the German versions are much more expensive if you buy them. And I mean, you buy 30, 40, 50 pieces of them, and they are much more expensive than if you buy an imported one.
I'm gonna be rich! Hey, Gordy,
yeah, I do modify.
We got visitors. You think, Willard? Howdy, strangers. Passing through. Us too. Well, we gotta be moving on. Nothing to see here. I thought you said this was a priceless gem worth... Willard!
Actually, we want power cell, not gems.
We got 4 of them. Do you want them?
What Birdbrain here is trying to say is, we may have a few power